Hey everyone, Sneaky Muckluck here, and today we're putting a scope on a knife. This is a guide to the low-intensity Deadeye. The purpose of a low-intensity build is to be as effective as possible with the build itself, so that the gameplay requires as few separate buttons as possible. This is not the top DPS build Deadeye can achieve, but rather an option for when you are learning, when you want to chill, or if you have any impediments that might affect your gameplay. Drop a like on the video or sub to the channel for more content, ring the bell for all future notifications. As always, my undying gratitude to all the supporters on Patreon and Twitch who keep this channel alive. More on how you can support at the end. Let's get started. Equipment. Full Berserker stats with Runes of the Scholar, Double Daggers, Relic of the Thief. Sigils of Force and Impact on the knives. The second weapon set is optional, I'll come back to that. Our heal skill can be anything. Hide in Shadows is nice because it cures conditions, or you can take Signet of Malice if you want to reduce the number of buttons even further. In the spirit of low intensity, we're running all Signets with Basilisk Venom for our elite. Specializations are Deadly Arts, Critical Strikes, and Deadeye. Deadly Arts 1-3-3, Critical Strikes 3-2-1, Deadeye 1-3-2. Most of these traits offer passive bonuses, a couple are worth pointing out. Exposed Weakness does increase damage for each unique condition on the target. This means that this build will really shine in groups such as raids, strikes, or even world bosses with lots of people hitting the target. For every debuff, you hit harder. Likewise, Premeditation gives you a buff to damage for each boon you have. Twin Fangs, you do more critical damage when above 90% health, and you gain bonus crit chance when hitting the target from the side or the back, or from any direction if the foe has a Defiant bar, so just stay with your group in that case. Gameplay. Use F1 to Deadeye's mark your target whenever it is lit up. Press 5, then immediately press 1 because pressing 5 stops your auto attack. This will briefly stealth you, then do a stealth attack on the target and resume auto attacking. If you are new to Thief, know that jumping out of stealth like this will give you a debuff called Revealed. Watch for that to disappear, then 5-1 again. Continue this rotation of 5-1, wait on reveal, repeat, while tapping F1 whenever it lights up. That's it, just 3 buttons. Doing this rotation with usual boons and conditions that most groups provide, plus a generic birthday cake buff, nets us near 30k DPS. Remember that every boon and condition will up your damage, so anytime another lands that isn't always there, such as stability on you or fear on your enemy, you will benefit from that with more damage. It's worth noting that the auto attacks of this build cleave 2 targets at most, and the backstab hits 1 target only, meaning that this build will do best when fighting one big enemy rather than a swarm. With that in mind, you might consider bringing a staff as your second weapon set just for the cleave potential, or perhaps pistols or rifle if you wish to have a ranged option for moments that you are forced away. Let's talk break bars. Mobs need to be interrupted sometimes. What tools do we have for that? For the most part, we have one very powerful skill, the Elite. Using it causes you and your allies to each do 150 break bar damage to an enemy, meaning in a group of 5 people, clicking this button will cause 750 Defiance damage to occur, which is a very powerful click indeed. And that's all there is to it. Another massive thank you to the supporters on Patreon and Twitch who keep this channel alive. Your support makes it possible for us to spend more time researching builds like this and working with the finest video editor on earth. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button for the YouTube algorithm, leaving a comment with any tips and tricks on this topic, and subscribe for more content. Happy stabbing!